Shalom Aleichem. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving him the honor and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Harakatakas. Belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach world, peace and blessings to hope and faithful elect, across the four corners, living and preaching the truth to the best of their ability and sincerity. Shalom. As you can see from the title, it's going to be a very cold winter, man. And why do we say this? Because it seems like all these things, all these major prophecies, these famines, these rumors of wars, and et cetera, all happen in the winter, man. They're all getting set up to happen in the winter. What do you have going on? These the mandate thing, right? By December, 50%, and that was just like a month ago when they said that 50% of businesses are saying that they ain't gonna let you work unless you got that pre-ship menu. Right? You got food shortages, man. You hear about that on the regular now. You see that on the regular now. You go on Dollar General, they asking for shit they didn't have at Walmart. But you people ain't seeing these red flags.
I got a quick I know you got one. Mark 13 and 18, the Yahushua speak. He says, and pray ye that your flight be not in the winter.
Now we're seeing what the Lord
said. But in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of creation, which Yahweh created until this time. Neither shall be. And except that Yahweh had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he have chosen, he have shortened those days. And we are in those days that the Lord got shortened. We'll continue, all right?
Right, we're in those days that the Lord got shortened, man. We're seeing this all coming to fruition now. We're seeing where all this going, and it seems like it's all about to be set up within these next couple of months. You got brothers talking about it could be a false flag. It's only going to take one major event to just topple shit. We saw what happened in Venezuela. We saw what happened in Haiti and all these other.
And mind you, while speaking on those things, you got thousands upon thousands, probably millions, just a great number of Haitians in fucking Texas, trying to cross over the Texas border to get into Babylon, man. Coming up through Mexico, trying to as refugees. Now, Esau is talking about deporting them back in the Haiti or whatever like that. Now, I made a comment on the WhatsApp earlier. I'm like, damn. I'm like, we all, as far as Israelites, we all in slavery, but damn, at least the Haitians got their own little plot of land to at least say, we ain't got to be like wiped up by the so-called white man. You motherfuckers leave to show you how fucked up Israel is. You motherfuckers are leaving Haiti to come live in the neck of your enemy, man. They're going to show you how fucked up Israel is, man. You know what I mean? But that was just a little side note based on what the brother was saying, because I did want to insert that in there about the Haitians and also in this situation with Venezuela. But they also got motherfuckers from Afghanistan, I believe. That you want Uriah had posted that
a couple of them
motherfuckers from Afghanistan in Baton Rouge and shit, refugees and New Orleans and shit, man. But you accepting those heathens in, but look what they're doing to you Israelites. Look what they're doing to you Levites, man. Okay? They telling you Levites and then they killed you. I don't know if we can go there. Y'all already know that they have knocked out y'all president. Now you want to come y'all stupid in, but that's what they're going to show you. Those of you that are trying to come into America, y'all going to be destroyed, man. Because I guarantee you one thing: in order for you motherfuckers to cross the border, what Esau gonna make them do?
Oh yeah, you gotta
talk and go. You don't have to get that. Yeah, we did.
Take that juice.
You don't have to get that devil juice. You don't have to let Satan shoot his sperm in. Yeah. Okay. Right. So you got all these Haitians trying to cross the border to get Satan's sperm, man. Come on. Go ahead. You can give it to us, but you can read it and then I something.
It's Jeremiah 30:7, backing up straight to the point. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? So we're seeing all those standards that are making it where, this is gonna be like something that's never happened before. You go into the store, you can't find anything. You lucky to find cases of water, you lucky to find things like that, your essential needs, that you got all these these our people coming over here. You got Issachar hopping the border to get into America, right? When you about to put yourself in a worst case, right? You're gonna find yourself in the neck of the enemy.
All right. Let me go to okay. I got one right here. All right, here we go. Isaiah 8 and 22. Just straight to the point. All right. It says, okay. I started at 20. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. It's more for people that
Two-thirds of people do not speak according to this word.
And then let me say this. And basically what it's saying is that if you're going to go out here and you're going to report news that's going on in the world, filter it through the word, filter it through the scriptures, man. We coming out here and we're edifying our people via the Holy Bible, man. Via Yahweh Shai's words. We're not coming from our own word like the so-called white man is on the news, right? Like all these naysayers going all around, niggas getting nervous and shit, talking about, man, you don't think it's real? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's like, that make me nervous when you got brothers like that around you that's having doubts and being convinced, even slightly by the shit, man. The scripture says that the elect is not going to be deceived. So we're not supposed to be showing no signs of fucking nervousness, man. Brothers get sick all the motherfucking time. Brothers get pneumonia. Brothers get respiratory infections, respiratory viruses, all kind of shit. But this goddamn, just because the damn devil. And then we always say anyway, you know, when you sick in situations, why the fuck you going your black ass to these goddamn crackers anyway?
You already doing it.
Especially in the time that we're in right now, man. Stay your black ass out of hospitals like that, unless it's just unless it's some shit to where, you know. But me personally, man, how about you? I was willing, I never even have to look at the motherfucking hospital, man. Okay.
You're going to the hospital now, it's over with. You're gonna have to leaving with that juice in you, man.
That's right. But the bottom line is that we're filtering all of this vital information through the scriptures, man. Okay? So it says, and it shall pass through it, hardly instead and hungry. And it shall come to pass that when they shall be hungry, they shall fret themselves and curse their king and their power and look upward. Right? And it says, and they shall look unto the earth and behold trouble and darkness, dimness of anguish, and they shall be driven to darkness. And that is what's happening to the nation of Israel right now, man. Being driven into darkness is being put in the blind, man. Being sent into confusion. You get on the highways and byways and you talk all of this Bible talk, all this Hebrew talk, but you nervous in the back of your mind, man. Where they do that at? And you notice when that conversation comes up, it gets quiet. It's like the room gets quiet. Like everybody got everything to say. But as soon as you bring that devil juice up, they get quiet. Nobody got nothing motherfucker say. You be noticing that? They fall back. That make me want to go down.
What are you thinking about right now?
Like we everybody need to be on the same motherfucking page, because obviously we not. If you getting your feelings because we bringing this shit up, right?
This Matthew 24:15. It says, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. So readers let him understand. You know, and back then they were talking in 70 AD, Titus and Vespasian. But what it's talking about now, man? Esau coming with his agenda, coming with his army, man. Right? Because you've been seeing that. Right? You've been seeing that for years, actually, them bringing in tanks, bringing in military artillery over these training tracks and shit. And we're saying that it's very possible that shit could pop off this winter. Right? They can initiate that plan. They can cut the lights off. It ain't nothing for them to do that.
And also, like I said, we opened up with whatever it was, Mark 11, 18, or Mark 18. The first one I opened up with, Mark 8, whatever it was. When I went into it, it says, pray not that your flight come in the winter. So we're we're not liking it until saying that, oh, Yahweh Shah coming back this one. Okay, but what is your flight? Your flight is deliverance. But we know before Israel is delivered, they're going to go through the worst hell that they ever caught. We're here to tell you, brothers, you in it. You in the beginning stages. Esau has already put his semen inside of y'all, right? So when the wintertime hits, we already know what viruses does. I don't even know if I can say that for we already know what pestilence does in cold temperatures. Okay? If you motherfuckers nervous in the summer, just imagine how they gonna feel in the winter, huh?
You gonna have a reason to be nervous.
Esau gonna really have you niggas tricked out, psyched up.
Like dropping dead.
They gonna be thinking we going on.
Hey man, y'all going on, bro?
I'm gonna bring this out while you do. All right, I'm gonna go up a little bit. This is Isaiah 8:14, and this is speaking for the elect because this is the mindset that we have. That's why we do these lessons. That's why we edify the nation of Israel so that we can all be on the same page. Right? That's what a nation is. That's what a kingdom is. A kingdom of people that's on one accord. Anything outside of that is fucking chaos. Okay? So it says, Isaiah 8:14, it says, and he, speaking of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling and for a rock of offense to both the houses of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. That's why y'all so goddamn psyched out right now, man. It's been prophesied that way. Why is it called a snare? A fucking trap. And the Lord got you people, you 2/3 out there, and all of you doubters. On one hand, you believe, on the other hand, you nervous type shit. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got you in the damn snare. You should be praying and fasting for the Lord to give you a clear conscience, man. Because if your conscience is troubling you and in the back of your mind, you feel like you're going off for speaking against this bullshit, right? Then you need to go do some soul searching. For real. Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 24 and 16.
Oh, so like the last one. It says, verse 15, and many among them shall stumble and fall, get that juice, right? And be broken and be snared and be taken. Once you're taken, there's no salvation for your ass, man. Okay? Got it.
Like you said it's verse up that there'd be a little sanctuary church, man. It's the middle of verse 15. It says, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. So that sanctuary is in your mind, man. Being in the right spirit for when these things happen, right? Because those are going to be the ones taking the necessary precautions so they don't have to go to these things, which they're unavoidable, but we don't want to fall victim to it. Okay? And it says, then let them which be in Judea flee to the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. So you're going to have to leave your life behind, man. All right? When that shit started happening, when people start, family members start dropping dead, okay? That's demons.
Oh, no, it's all right.
Family members start dropping dead and shit like that, man. We are in the mindset of fleeing. We're in the mindset of detaching. So if Esau is to set shit off this winter, we completely, it is what it is. We've been waiting for this, man. Right? It said, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe to them that are with child, and to them that get stuck in those days, literally speaking.
And hey, man, they go for you Jakes out there. They wait until you come into the truth to become a fucking family man. You know? It's like, Jake will come in, some Jake won't even have kids, right? And not saying that you're going off to do it, it's just not expedient, right? Because now, I'm going to use myself for example. My oldest daughter, she got Satan's juice in her. Via her fucking mama. Okay? You got some guys that's not going to be able to mentally and psychologically deal with it. Some brothers can't function without the old lady or the baby and they babies around them and stuff like that. Some brothers gonna freak out. But like I say, I mean, at one point, I felt like, oh, I'm cursed or something. But it's like my whole point, my whole journey in the truth, the Lord pretty much snatching everything that will keep me as a family man, as a loving guy, as a you know, you gotta, keep hope alive for the sisters, and we gotta be father figures to our kids and upbring them up in the Hebrew and take them out of this white man's school and teach them up and Hebrewitize my woman, have my woman fully under my control, have my woman speaking full Hebrew. Man, I woke up out of that bullshit a long time ago. And the water your house by shooting out the shot for waking me up out of that, man. Because a lot of you guys with that mentality, you gonna freak the fuck out, man, when shit get real. All you characters, man, doing all that extra shit. We don't do all that extra shit. Where the fuck you get all that extra shit from? They have, man, it's sloppy, bro. It's sloppy. And you can't get it together on this side. What the fuck make you think you're gonna be prepared for when the shit hit the fan? We just had a guy fell out our camp. I ain't gonna say specifically, but this guy fell out because he how can I put it? He used to allow his woman to put a foot in his ass, man. I mean, whoop his head, both sides of his head, curse him out, talk to him like a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Embarrass him in front of other brothers and shit. You all, you out doing something spiritual, and you can't participate in nothing spiritual because you gotta stay on FaceTime with the motherfucker so she can know you ain't got no bitches around and you ain't doing nothing you supposed to do. Niggas like that, bro, go, man, go get that double juice, man. Go get Satan's juice, man. And stop wasting the Lord's time, bro. Stop wasting the sincere argument, the sincere brothers that really in this thing to get everybody, that's really in this to get delivered out of this fucking head hole, man. Niggas like you need to just get the fuck out the way. You done played with the Lord for 7 fucking years, man. And you went backwards. You became worse than what you was when we first met you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I say, I mean, when we speak we speak from life experiences, man. We don't have to get on this camera and act like no goddamn character, man. Do all that old phony shit. We don't have to do all that. We speak from life experiences. From right down 5 minutes ago, an hour ago, yesterday, 2 weeks ago. Shit that's going on right now after the fucking video, man. Fuck trying to get on and be a character. Jake be more so concerned about how he sound and what he look like to motherfuckers versus the message, man. Versus the message.
Whether or not you even believe the message, they can get convinced.
You have Jake around, you be dealing with brothers that's in the know. When you deal with a woman or whatever like that, man, you know off the gate. But if it's just being a Jake,
getting that release.
She don't need to know you a Hebrew Israelite. She don't need to know who you affiliated with. She don't need to know the Most High's name, Yahweh's name, and all of this type of shit like that. So it's like you got Jake that just can't hold water in motherfucking mouth, man. And then spill all the beans in front of the chick you're dealing with. You've been dealing with the bitch 5 months and she know nothing. Only been around Jake for 5 minutes. Now she know every goddamn thing, man. And these bros are just damn. Like you can't even. It's like Jake's like a fucking like a dog with a pink thing hanging out, bro. In 5 fucking minutes, now this bitch know everything. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker coming at me. I know you're affiliated with GMS. I heard your brothers. It was just. I'm like, oh my God.
You be doing shit like that to them.
That's why Jake always get caught up. It's the reason why we don't get caught up because we don't do that sloppy ass shit, man. Jake want to be seen and want to be heard, man. You want to do everything but fucking serve, man, and just be spiritual and stay in your lane, man. Fuck. Now I got to deal with this bullshit.
You got to deal with this.
Like, just imagine how Jake gonna be around when the real pressure get applied. You can't hold water in your mouth around people that's outside the sanctuary. It ain't their motherfucking business. We don't use this truth to get women, man. You know, like you're not in reality, bro. If you're in the mindset of thinking that you're gonna get a woman to be in a kingdom mindset on this side, bro, you're not in the right mindset, bro. Especially when you convinced that you got her perfectly up under your rule like that. You're not in reality, man. You're not in reality, bro. And that shit just making my blood boil listening to that shit. I'm like, man, you know, but bring it out.
Right? It's Isaiah 66 and 4.
The bitch know more about you being around Jake 5 minutes than she ever known being around me for 5 motherfucking months, man. Oh, go ahead.
Isaiah 66 and 4, and I will choose their delusion and will bring their fears upon them. Right? So even in cases like that, that's the Lord choosing your delusion, man. Having you completely tripping. Right? But it says, like you said, once that real situation, that real pressure comes in, and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that which I delighted not. Right? So people don't want to listen, man. They don't want to get on the righteous tip. They aren't willing to take the necessary precautions. They ain't willing to leave anything behind, man. Because the Lord has chosen their delusion. He's chosen things for you to be delusional about. Thinking that you can maintain a family on this side. Man. Thinking you can maintain your livelihood on this side.
Yeah.
When he outright told
you can play both sides of the pitch.
And still make it no.
Jake want to be good here, and you want to be good in the world. And then you can see when that world shit integrates into the truth and the other way around type shit. Like you don't use the truth to convey niggas and bitches, man. You use the truth for the sincere, to edify the hopeful elect. If they ain't got a damn thing to do with this truth, they don't need to know about it. It ain't their motherfucking business. You know, just handle your business, keep your goddamn mouth closed. Talk about the universe or some shit. Talk about flaws or some shit like goddamn. Talk about that ass or something like they got to go full Hebrew.
Shalom, Aqua.
Answer the damn phone like that. You gotta tell me, you got the wise guys like that, man. You got a wise dude. You got a wise guy that's all up into that damn woman, bro. You know? Now don't get it twisted. Trust me, we gets it in. Believe that. We gets it in. Okay? But we don't have to get on this use this platform to cater to women, man. Women get enough attention in the fucking world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna use the Lord's platform to give them more fucking attention. That shit is delusional, man. You gotta snap out that shit because those same motherfuckers that you think got under your thumb is gonna do the same thing you did to me. Spill the fucking beans.
Oh, yeah. A lot more dire consequences.
And she will not stop asking all. You know this bitch gonna go look it up. You know she gonna go, oh my God.
The most recent live. Yeah.
Jake is fucking sloppy, man. Damn. Can't never be this shit on time. It's just embarrassing, bro. Go ahead.
Luke 9 and 23. And he said unto them, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Right? No type of Jacob that he just listed ain't willing to take up that cross on a day-to-day basis. Right? They can't let this side go. They want to be content. And the Lord constantly tells you, you ain't gonna be able to, man. You're not gonna be able to maintain your wife, your family, or your kids on So you got to be ready to leave it behind at the drop of a dime, man. And going back to the title of the video, you don't know what can happen in the next couple of months, the next couple of days, man. Some shit will pop up. Next thing you know, your face on the news. And the same woman you filled all the beans to, now you see a FBI.
She all kind of bitches and hoes. Wait a minute, I thought she was the queen of y'all shit at one point. Right? Anyway, it's back up. Ecclesiastes 5:2. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. And that's what you do. You just saying shit like that, bro. You know? Like you got elder brothers around hearing shit like that, man. They looking at that shit like that shit is old. You might be around young brothers, you know, they think it's cool, you know, just being this old player, you know, being the guy on the video talking about Eve all the time and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Getting in front of another man's concubine and talk about, you know, how you got your concubines in order. That's fucking off, man. That's all, man. If another brother, wife, or concubine around me, but I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? At best, I'm not finna be talking. I'm not finna have sanctuary conversations around somebody that's outside of this, man. And I say concubine for a reason. And y'all brothers can read between them. So it says, for the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. Therefore, let thy words be few, man. Observe how things go in the house when you first come into it. So you won't offend nobody just being foolish or saying foolish things, right? You know? I mean, it's easy. It's like Jake having a hard time on this fucking side. Where's the challenge at? And I'm not acting like we above going off. The scripture says for the creature is made subject to vanity. Or now we creatures. Yeah. You fucking right we go. Or we subject to vanity. Vanity. You fucking right we go. But we not. The scriptures also say it said when I was a kid, when I was a child, I thought as a child, and then I became a man. I put away foolish things. Man. You know, this truth is all. Not only is it about getting sharp in these scriptures, growing in its truth, but it's also maturing, spiritually maturing. Wisdom is how you apply what you learn out of the scriptures to your everyday life affair, man. Whether this bad shit happening to you, you apply wisdom. Good shit happening to you, you apply wisdom. Okay? That's what signifies a wise man. You can quote yourself all day. You can get on this camera and be flawless and don't live by none of that you talk about in real life. You get in front of the camera and act like the Hebrew of all Hebrews. Salute the Most High 6 times for you damn video. Like, damn, they going overboard with that. You salute the Lord about 5, 6 times. And the scriptures tell you not to come to the Lord in repetition, man. Vain repetitions and shit. You just doing that shit for camera. You know? Go ahead.
It's 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child.
Right, so we spoke childish shit when we were youngins, man. Talking about outside of this truth. That's not talking about a little bit ass 4, 5-year-old kid running around with pissing in bed. Who pissing in the bed or whatever. Okay? This is talking about grown men who turn from darkness into light. You put away them childish ass things, man, including your mindset. You know, you can't speak like a God and act like a child. They don't mix. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things.
So you become a man when you come into this truth, man. All right, when you put your hand to this plow, that's when you become a man of the Lord. Okay? That's what a man of the Lord is. That's what the Lord recognizes a man, man. Those that are sighing and crying for the abomination thereof. Okay? Not a ladies' man. Okay? People fuck about anybody's opinion about man. As long as we keep our hands to the plow, keep our foot on the gas, we gonna get them all anyway.
Yeah. That's what we, yeah,
So
that's
I
what we
mean,
be
what
thinking about.
you know what I'm saying? What's the hurry about?
Impatient.
We gonna get them anyway. You know?
They trying to have that Isaiah 4:1 right now.
Go ahead.
It's that one back you up. It's Psalm 119:9. It says, "Bet wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to the word." Right? So you need this in order to cleanse your way. Right? And through that cleansing, you mature. Okay? So you ain't talking about the same worldly bullshit that you used to talk about. You talking about conversations like this. Right? You meditated on things like this, truth related.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. All right, this song, you can bring it out based on the point. This is Psalms 119, chapter 133rd verse. It says, all right, Psalm 119, verse 133. It says, "Order my steps in thy word." Your steps is your life, how you move. So in order for your steps to reflect the scriptures, this is what you should be praying. Order my steps in thy word. I want to move according to the scriptures. I want to move within the confines of the law. The biblical law, not the fucking practical law, right? Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. A lot of you guys, a lot of women that had a dominion over you, like God, they got the boot for my account. Right? You know? It's sad, bro. Like, God damn, how the fuck you gonna come out here and convince 1/3 of the hopeful elect when you can't even convince the motherfucker you sleep with every night? The person you sleep with every night,
You like a child.
treat you like a child. Like, how the fuck people in the world don't respect you? And you allow it. You stay up under this motherfucker. And you act like we don't see this shit. We just we spiritual men. We not no fucking goofball, so everything ain't funny to us. Reason we don't speak on it because the shit is sad. We in our mind like, man, Lord willing, the brother come out of the shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to the brother so many times, conversation after conversation after conversation about shit. And it's like the brother getting worse. And at some point, what can you do? You can't force a brother to do right. But not a brother in this case, you can't force Jake to do right. Jake, as a grown man, doing what the hell he want to do, man. If he's not going according to the word, man, there's some other shit going on. Point blank.
You going to go into something else.
Right? So y'all got that, you know, that when they say, and let not any iniquity have dominion over you. Jake, down here in Louisiana, that's Eve for y'all ass, man. I don't know what it is about Negroes and Louisiana. Jake talk all that shit like you just got the woman down pat.
Oh, yeah. They full of shit, man.
And you a servant to your woman.
Yeah.
If you even call it your woman, if it's even safe enough to call it your woman.
Yeah, you're a servant to old.
You're a servant to her. Who the fuck out here gonna listen to you, man? You know? And let not any iniquity have dominion over me. You need to be praying this prayer. Deliver me from the oppression of man. One man in your case. Right? So will I keep thy precepts. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant. Meaning, give us that light, give us the understanding, give us the wisdom and the knowledge. Okay? So it says, make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and teach me thy statutes. Rivers of waters run down my eyes because they keep not the law. We are sighing and crying for the abominations that be done to us. We catch a fucking holy hell. You know why? Because we had to cut that motherfucker off. We either had to choose to be a fucking servant that'll beat the shit out of you, talk to you like a little kid, and disrespect you in front of all your brothers, right? Just belittle your ass in front of all your brothers, right? Instead of you asking the Lord to cut you away from that shit. Lord, cut me out of this bondage. Deliver me excuses for the shit. They try to be slick with it. When it comes to women, you should just leave that topic alone, man. And you take me to man one, trying to get on Eve. I'm like, brother, leave Eve alone. Leave Eve alone.
You're unfit to talk about.
You're not in a position to talk about Eve at all, man. You know? So it says, to Zadok, righteous. Wait a minute. 119, 137. What did it say? Just to say it. To Zadok. That might be it. 137.
Yeah. Can't go to the blue letter.
I know, you can't.
No, it's like the internet.
Oh, so it's not in the Bible. Look at it in the scripture. No.
Oh, God.
If you on the same map I'm on, if I'm on this one, my help, it's gonna be without it. Real quick, I put the brother got on here. Let me post the brother precept on that. They got some weird. Let me see, 119 and 137. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get the strong on it.
Yeah, God, man.
Say be perfect and all that. It ain't got nothing to do with the point. I just want to know why we live. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all gonna know when we bring
Right.
back?
So when I come across it in the future, you know, I'm like that. Psalm 119 and 137. Yeah, they don't have it in here, bro. Okay. All right. It's righteous man, basically Tyler Doc.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Tyler, yeah. It's pronounced to sad via to sad, but it basically means just, lawful, righteous man. All right. So it says to Zadok, you say Tyler Doc. You know, it says, righteous art thou, O Yahweh, and upright are thy judgments, right? Thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. My zeal have consumed me, because my enemies have forgotten thy words. Thy word is very pure. Therefore thy servant loveth it. I am small and despised, yet do I not forget thy precepts, man. And we're small and we despise because that's the reason why y'all don't respect us, man. Because you look at us and you're like, what the fuck are these niggas on YouTube? You know, what the fuck y'all think y'all are? You know, what research you guys have done? What you guys know about what the fuck's going on in laboratories and stuff like that? Just a bunch of fucking parrots. I don't want to hear that shit. You know, that's how you people look at us, man. You know, you naysayers and shit like that. And even though those of you that got one foot in, one foot out, you don't even have no respect for us, man. You need something to fall out of the sky for your hard-headed ass to see it and believe it, man. You know?
Back to what you were saying, it's Isaiah 60:55. It says, hear the word of the Lord, he that tremble at his word. All right, now, those are going to be the men that actually listen, man. Okay, it says, your brethren that hated you, that cast you out, for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be changed. Okay, so you're saying this about it, you're saying that about it now. I hear your brethren in the sense that you're Israelites, right? Like, the Lord's going to be appearing to our glory, man.
Knowing you're an Israelite don't mean nothing.
Not all Israel.
Saul, wicked ass, knew he was an Israelite. Judas Iscariot, wicked ass. The man that betrayed Yahushua himself could actually speak Hebrew fluently. And he knew he was an Israelite. What the fuck that mean? Nothing. Nothing. The so-called white man know we the Hebrew Israelites. Does that mean he's going to be saved? You know what I'm saying? It's the way you apply the His word, His wisdom and knowledge to your everyday walk, man. All right, which going to come up to my next precept about the brother, man. All right, Psalms 119 and 140, 143. It says, trouble and anguish have taken hold on me. Right? Because we pissed off. You look at the videos, people say all the time, why y'all so angry? Why y'all so bad? Why y'all so aggressive? Why y'all so disrespectful? Why should we be? Does the scripture say, oh, surely oppression make him a wise man, man? We fucking pissed off, and we tired of you wicked, nasty motherfuckers ruling over us. You heathens and so-called Israelites alike, man. Because you wicked ass niggas, y'all winning on this side. You ultimately about to lose horribly, but y'all niggas passing us up in business and shit, man. They got a wicked ass niggas passing, stay right, rolling corner, got a fucking Rolls Royce, man. And shit like that. One of the most wicked niggas on this side of Baton Rouge, man. A fucking slime ball. And this nigga around in a Rolls Royce looking at us like we crazy. Like, what these stupid ass niggas over here talking about with all that bullshit on? That's how they look at us. That shit pisses us off, man. Not to the point it makes us go off, but to the point to where we know, Lord, we need to be saved immediately, Yahweh Shah. How long? Right?
Yeah.
So
it pisses us off in a way of not envying them, but it makes us angry, man. Because they don't deserve that. But it was given to them as a consolation prize. So we know if they got that.
Yeah, the scripture say the Lord make it rain on the wicked and the righteous. Like, so that don't mean shit. He gave the most wicked species on the planet, the entire earth, and the children of Israel.
Oh,
so what that mean? The Lord favored Esau? I don't think so. He put us in slavery. He put us at the bottom, but yet we're his favorite people. Yet we're his chosen people. So just because a nigga riding around in a Bentley or Rolls Royce looking at us crazy, that don't mean nothing. Esau riding bigger than you. Right? Right? So Psalms 119 and 143. It says, trouble and anguish have taken hold on me. Yet thy commandments are my delights. That's what separates us from the rest of you motherfuckers, man. We delight in righteousness. We don't give a fuck how many L's we gotta take. Even if it means I'm a witness of it. I had to basically, I hate to say it, but my choice was this. I was either gonna be a slave to Eve, or I chunked up and do stuff fucking there. They go to the door, bye. You know? Simple as that. I refuse. But I will hurt. I will go without before I let you treat me like a piece of shit, man. Before I let you talk to me like a woman or talk to me like a fucking child, man. I got too much integrity. I got too much dignity for that, man. Let alone put your motherfucking hands on me. I would rather just walk away from it all, man. Which I have done that. Which I ain't on this thing that makes this all about me shit, because we ain't shit at the end of the day. Y'all was trying to lay his light down. So what the fuck did I do? Nothing compared to what Big Brother did. And greater men than me. Whose shoes like
unworthy to last.
Shoes would not worthy to tie, man. Straight up. Whose names, who our names not even worthy to be in the same sentence of, man. Who done far greater things, who made far greater sacrifices than we have, man. So this ain't no pity party about what we did for the Most High. We still at it. Y'all don't think we catch hell just like everybody else? Yeah. But how have we been? How have we been? This is our refuge right here. This is our sanctuary. This is where you get that understanding that you don't get no fucking way else, man. You know? There's another word I'm looking for. If you see something there. Gratification, man. Or clarification. That's what I want. Clarification and gratification. You know? So it says, verse 144. It says, the righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Right? This is what we want. You're going to find out if you're going to ask for an old lady. with a big booty and big titties, or if he's going to think as a man. Because remember, Scripture says, and when I was a child, I spoke as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things, which is foolish things, right? So let's see what a man of the Lord should be open for and laboring for, right? It says, the righteousness of thy testimony is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. He didn't ask for a big booty bitch. He said, give me understanding, Lord. What did Solomon ask for? Solomon could have asked for all the women in the world. Solomon said, give me wisdom so that I can govern thy people, man. Basically, roughly paraphrase, so I could basically be a righteous servant and govern thy people, man. Righteously. And with that wisdom, he was able to get all riches. With the wisdom, though. So that's what we're seeking for. We don't want this materialistic, GMO, corrupted ass shit, man. Shit, you gotta wear latex in this society, man. You gotta put that gold pack on in this society, man.
You gotta worry about what Esau gonna do to you
Right.
if you don't, man. Or what that bitch gonna do to you.
You gotta put that gold pack on every real. Is that really living? You know? You got one more to take us out on? I get one of the brothers. Go ahead.
Job 27:5, backing up what you're saying. It says, Yahweh forbid that I should justify you. Till I die, I will not remove my integrity from me. Right? So you got to be about the death when it comes to your integrity. Right? You really have to be willing to stand on the things that you believe.
I'm going to get the blue word for integrity. While you breaking it down, what verse you in?
Job 27:5.
Joel or Job?
Job. It says, till I die, I will not remove my integrity from me. Is that not what the brother just said, man? Right? This is a serious thing. Integrity is a serious thing, man. Because maintain integrity is what lets you serve the Lord, man. The Lord requires a man of integrity. That's a standard that has to be met. Okay?
Yeah. But right here they got, well, it just says integrity in the blue letter. They got innocence. It says innocence, integrity. But I just get the. Yeah, man.
So what does it mean to have integrity? You look at the root word, man. Integ, man. Like if something is integral, right? It means to maintain that firmness. It maintains that strength.
All right. This is the definition here. This regular Google definition of integrity. It says the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness.
Right? What does our moral uprightness stem from? These scriptures, man. So these are moral principles that we have to stand upon. Right? Our whole life is organized around this. So, Lord, you want us to do that? Okay. And that's the standard of living that we go off of.
Instead of being scared of the what if. That's how Eve told Jacob, man. By threat making threats. She'll threat, put you on child support. She'll threat to kick you out. She'll threat to expose you. Because you know, Jake unveiled all his secrets around Eve wicked ass anyway. So Jake take all of that in consideration, like, man, damn. It's just best if I just let the bitch know it over me, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You got to be willing to die about it, bro. You know? You got to be willing to lose it all. I'm speaking from experience. Okay? You know, Jake want to be comfortable in this society. Jake, you know, and the fear of losing it all and being poor or not having shit or homeless. Bro, that's the lack of faith if you feel like that. Especially if you're doing it for righteousness' sake. I can see if you're doing it for some wicked shit, but you're doing it for righteousness' sake.
John the 16th chapter, Yahweh himself says, be not offended when I tell you these things, man. I have told you all these things that you may not be offended. Right? So he told you you're going to take these L's anyway.
Yeah, but they don't want to take that loss. They gonna hold on to her. They'll beat the shit out of them and all that shit like that. You know. But the moral of the whole story, is first and foremost, man. We're gonna be on that straight and narrow, you know, mature spiritually, you know, because the time, like y'all see the title of the video, it's gonna be a cold winter, man. All right. So we need to gird up our loins like men. Okay? Get our houses in order, man. Shit finna get real. It's already real out here. You know, it's already real out here, bro. You know? So I guess we'll end it on that. Then my brother can claim his outro.
So with that, hope that was a edifying lesson, but I'm ended by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Harakatadas. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, teach blessed the local and faithful elect, for corners living and preaching the truth to the best of their ability and sincerity. Shalom, ball, Kwam Yashal. Right? Keep pushing out here. Your integrity gonna be crucial in these days to come, man.
And don't just be no Israelite on YouTube, man. That's straight living in the world, man. Come on. Shalom, Mike.
Shalom.
And Aquatium.